Hello, FA Dipper here. I want to make a video on how I got started dipping. So I went and picked up a log of dip the other day, but I ended up getting them in single cans because it was cheaper. And they ended up giving me a can of pouches and it threw me back. But before I get into the story, some Copenhagen pouches, which was actually my very first dip, was Copenhagen wintergreen pouches. Crack this open. Gotta put at least 3 of these suckers in now because I'm used to long cuts. Well, how the story goes is, well, I was just working on some cars with my stepdaddy, and he used to dip nothing but the camel snooze. And he picked up a can of the wintergreen pouches to try out because he thought it was like the snooze that he could gut it. And he found out that it was not agreeing with him. Well, seeing as how it wasn't agreeing with him, he ended up asking me if I wanted them. And see, at the time I smoked. And I thought, well, I'll try some nicotine that way since I didn't have any more cigarettes. Well, he ended up having me a can just like that. But it was a plain Copenhagen can, not the winter hunting one. But I put them in, and I remembered my brother dipped, and he'd spit. So I started spitting, and my stepdaddy looked at me and started laughing, and he told me that he thought that was the kind you swallow like the snooze. And I couldn't help but laugh at him because he was being retarded that way. But that's how I got started dipping. And now, instead of the pouches, I like long cut. My favorite dip ever, as I probably mentioned before, is Copenhagen Snuff. I dip Copenhagen wintergreen every day as my everyday dip. But my favorite I get once in a while is Snuff. And sometimes I'll get black because I do like black. And if you checked out my last video, you know I also chew. And I was chewing Levi Garrett. I usually like Levi Garrett or Red Man or Beech Nut. But on a good note, after that story, I quit smoking. I don't smoke anymore. I just dip, which is good. People who smoke need to stop smoking and start dipping. This stuff's good for you. Won't cause any harm. Copenhagen wintergreen. Go out and get you some. Well, that's it for this video. Hope y'all enjoy. Sorry it's such a short video, but I got some stuff I gotta do today. Holler.